Welcome to the EDC Conquest. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all the epic haul I got from Blade Show West. You guys have seen some other videos. If you haven't seen the videos that I put out on Blade Show West, go check them out. They're awesome. It was a great time, but I got to show you all the great gear and stuff I came away with. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, first and foremost, the knives and everything, the gear that you get at the show, everything is awesome to see new stuff coming out and support your favorite designers and everything. But like the biggest thing for these shows is the community of people. Just want to say how amazing it is to be part of the EDC and knife community, because it is just a really, really great community to be a part of. Everyone's just so awesome, and it was awesome to nerd out and geek out and meet new people and just talk to people when you're grabbing a bite to eat at lunch or hanging out in line waiting for the show to open up. It was just a really, really good time. Met a bunch of really good people. And that's really what made the show the show. The show experience was just so great. The gear is good. You know what they say? They say come for the gear, stay for the people. And that is really true. It's so true. So in this video, I just wanted to highlight a little bit of the stuff that I got at the show and was able to come away so I can show all of you. I'll have more in-depth videos giving overviews and reviews on the different knives that I came away with. And I came away with some pretty exciting finds. So first, I want to start off with not just the knives, but the other merch and stuff that I got before we get into all of the nice and sharp things that the show is about. So first thing, I'm wearing the NAFS Knives shirt. They were handing these out in line, and yeah, I love this shirt. So that was one of the shirts I got from NAFS. Great people over there. If you haven't seen my video on there while I was down there, go check that out. I also got a Chavez shirt. They're handing those out, so got one of those. And then the Wii and Civivi knife people are also super great, and I got a couple of tote bags. Ignore that one behind the other one. That'll show you that guy later. But yeah, Wii knives and Civivi knives are really great, and they hand out tote bags and little goodies at the beginning of the shows while people are in line. You get people coming through. And then I have this envelope, which was the cash I set aside for Blade Show, but there's just so much goodies and just stuff I got from the show that I kind of want to go through, and I'll just kind of show you all this stuff. I haven't even opened this one. This is a little Blade HQ keychain, just a little keychain deal with their logo and stuff on it that you get from participating in the Blade HQ. Had a punching bag machine where it tells your strength of how fast or how hard you hit the punching bag. So you gotta sign the waiver and everything, and then you punch it, reach above a certain amount, which I did. You get a little keychain deal. And then yeah, I got most of this is just stickers. There's an incredible amount of stickers that you get at the show. If you are not planning on it, just know that stickers are one of the main things that you're gonna get at these shows. NAFS was also handing out these tags, so I got one of their brass tags for the show. They made an exclusive one of those. And then when I was talking to Ricky, Captain Ricky, he gave me one of his personalized patches that hangs out on my NAFS tool burrito, which I didn't get any knives from NAFS, but I did get another burrito grande. So that is holding a bunch of the knives that I got from the show, actually. So that's where these mostly are stored, is in my burritos. I'll have to show you guys those in a different video. But yeah, Captain Ricky got me one of these patches. I got a Concept Knives patch, which I will show you the knife that this came with later in the video. I don't know how I got so many of these. Let me see. Auxiliary Manufacturing was one of the knives I got from Blade Show. I have so many of these stickers. I ended up with like 6 of them. AUX MFG, Auxiliary Manufacturing, Michael, and it was a great experience getting to meet him. It was my first time meeting him. He was in my Blade West Legends video, so if you haven't seen it, go check that out. But I ended up with so many stickers from him. I don't know how I got so many stickers, but that's cool. So I'll have to check, find some more stuff to put those on. Stickers from Winkler Knives. And then also, We and Civivi hands out these nice little goodie bags full of stickers of a bunch of their different knife models. I'm not going to go through them all. And I got a bunch of stickers from NAFS. Got the, I think this is Gary, Space Kitties. I got a Loaded Tool Burrito sticker. I'll have to find a spot for that. And then I got one of their just normal NAFS stickers, and then the astronaut, two of the astronaut riding the lander knife as a rocket. I got this sticker, which is really awesome. I'll have to put that somewhere where people will see it. I have a Leatherman, I Can Help. I think that's really cool, as you know, I like Leathermans. I have a bunch of them. But yeah, that's a really neat sticker. And then I got a Blade HQ sticker, the knives and periodic table of elements letters. It's really cool. And then last sticker here, I got a sticker from the guys the dude at Darkwater Actual. They're a really cool channel. Met them the year before I started this channel. So they're pretty cool dudes. And go check their channel out. They do it for a really good cause. And yeah, so that's all kind of the pre-knife merch stuff. We'll go get into the knives. So as I mentioned, We and Civivi make really great stuff. And I actually did get a Civivi at the show. As many of you have seen, the Civivi Klingman here, designed by Taylor Martin over at the Best Damn EDC. I had not gotten one of these until the show. So I saw them, they were there. I was like, do you have any? Because I wanted to support Taylor Martin, and I like the design too, because it's just like the only affordable knife at that price range that you can get like a nice titanium pocket clip on. So that's really nice. Nitro V blade steel, super elegant clip point blade. I really connect with this shape of the long sweeping clip points with the swedge especially. I just really like it's like a really good execution of a modern traditional that's been basically outfitted for modern day EDC. I really like this knife, and gotten to carry it a little bit since the show, and it just hasn't disappointed. So I'm really glad about picking one of these guys up. These are probably about 65 bucks. So super affordable knives. But yeah, super great design. That being said, I bought another knife to support one of my other favorite designers, and that is I bought a CJRB Maximal. This is designed by DCA, or David C. Anderson, as you guys might know him as Knife Center's frontman, who does all of their Knife AQ, new knives videos, all this stuff over at Knife Center. And he's got a lot of knife knowledge, and that's actually how I started learning more of the knife terminology coming up through my teen years, and really kind of helped ingrain me into the hobby and the world of EDC and knives. So I was like, you know what? I didn't get a Maximal before. They were at the show, and I saw this version, and I was like, I definitely have to get this version. This is the premium one. So instead of CJRB's proprietary steel, like their spray form steel with the AR RPM9, this is in S90V. So if you watch my Jackwolf unboxing, same steel as that. So it's been so slicey. It's just a very clean, very elegant look, and the handles and the pocket clip are full titanium. So this show haul was actually really big on titanium, surprisingly. Yeah, so this knife has been really nice because he basically built this, similar reasons to why Zach in the Wild or Zach Whitmore built designed the Yonder. So it's basically a perfect knife for almost everybody. It's just the handle length is a nice general. So I have decently large hands. They're, I'd say, just above average. or as DCA would say, possibly slightly larger than average hands. But yeah, no, this handle to blade ratio is really, really nice. He made it short enough to be like legal mostly everywhere, but also long enough and versatile enough with the blade shape and the grind to be able to do what you need to do with it. But yeah, super nice, like almost gentleman's EDC, but this is a slicer for sure. Not an abuser, but slicer, everyday tasks. Perfect. So yeah, I really wanted to pick one of these up. Got one of those. That was a steal of a deal for like a full titanium handle in S90V. CJRB was selling it for, I think, 120 bucks, which is wild. So I was talking with Nico after I pocket checked him, also in the Legends video. He had an incredible layout of stuff and everything, and I was talking to him after we shot that, and I was like, you have any Maximals in? He was like, we have this one. I don't think I had seen that model before, and I was like, I gotta snag it, gotta pick it up. So yeah, that's super exciting. But yeah, speaking of companies who are delivering a lot for a low price point, QSP. So QSP stands for Quality, Service, and Price. They are a Chinese-based company, but they are delivering some bangers, some banger designs that are just fantastic at a even more fantastic price point. So this is a QSP Osprey. Most of their designs are named after animals, so they're relatively easy to remember. But this one is really, really nice. I like this design. This has a wire pocket clip, 14C 28N blade that's got a black stonewash on it. I really like the elegant profile because it's not like super narrow and not super droppy, but it does have a nice elegant drop and a nice curve to the blade and a full flat grind, which is really, really nice. But the handles are what differ mostly between all the Osprey models. And this one has full brass scales, which is really, really cool. One of the reasons I did buy this though is because I missed the drop for the NAFs and Pete's Pirate Life models, that the Lander 2 that had the machined brass handles. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I don't really have any handles with brass. And I saw this and I was like, you know what? I didn't get that one. I like this design. Brass handles are really cool. It is heavy, but yeah, I went and I picked one of these up. So that's been really fun. Interesting thing though, the backspacer with the lanyard loop is right here is actually made of micarta. So normally you don't see a micarta backspacer with handles that are different, but you have it right here. And this one, I think, what are they charging for this? Like $65 maybe? Like really, really great deal for something with 14C, 28N, and full brass handles. It's really durable, but also like a nice knife. So this has been really, really cool. Another company that I had mentioned earlier, Concept, I did pick up one of these. This is the Concept Hera. So this one is a titanium frame lock flipper. So you get that nice flipper tab. You flip it out, but it's also a frame lock. So titanium frame locks are kind of in a upper status of knives, or at least generally tend to be thought of in that manner. And they have a custom, like for this knife, milled titanium clip and a full titanium housing. It's not an integral or anything. It's just titanium backspacer, and the scales are titanium as well, with an S35 VN blade. S35 VN, which is a powder steel, which before Magna Cut came around, that was kind of like the go-to steel before Magna Cut. But yeah, this one was really cool. The Hera, I really like this one. It's got a nice fuller on both sides. So and the action on this thing is just so nice. Like flies open, drop shut, just chef's kiss to the action on this thing. I paid $80 for this. Under $100 for a full titanium frame lock in like powder metallurgy steel. So that was insane. So I was like, you know what? I was looking at some of their knives. I was like, that's really cool. That's really cool. That doesn't quite connect with me. I saw this and I was like, dude, I gotta have one of these. And the titanium finish on this is really cool. It like kind of patinas to your touch. So this is like this titanium kind of does that a little bit, as you'll see with like finished full titanium handles, but the way they finished this, the handle scales on this actually make it kind of like a glowy, iridescent sheen. Like you can see where your hands have touched it. Some people don't like that. Some people love that kind of patina stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one patinas as I carry it. But yeah, actually back to QSP, it was really cool. They were having a bunch of giveaways at the show, like different raffle tickets and things. And like I never win giveaways until now, which was really, really cool. And I won this thing over here. So this is really, really cool. This is a QSP chef knife, a nice Santoku design. I don't know if they have this on their website, but I couldn't find it, this exact model, on many or really any other retailers I looked for online. So I think the handle might have been a show exclusive, but it's super, super nice. I forget what they call this handle. I know Spyderco's done some knives with this kind of like see-through, glowy weave kind of handle material, but really, really cool handle with the nice spiral fluting around the handle piece. So like your grip on this thing is really nice. It's like super thin. They also are using 14C28N on this, but really nice, like harpoon, swedge, Santoku style chef knife. I've actually been using this quite a bit. As you can see, I got my own trailer now. It's where I am now. It's kind of the EDC fortress for the time being. And yeah, I've been using this. I've made a couple of really nice meals by use of this knife, and it's been really, really nice. So yeah, I really like this thing, and it's like my first chef knife, and it performs really, really well. So super sharp, super slicey. Love the design. So that was really exciting because I won that giveaway. So I didn't even have to pay for it, but there is a pretty good value. I think they're close to $100 in that range for that one chef knife. Now let's go to the Fox knives. I got a couple of those. They have kind of partnered with a company that I wasn't really familiar with called Brighton Blades. So I got this first knife with a little keychain knife. I like purple, so it's got to be EDC Conquest inspired, right? So this is nice, just a little liner lock. I don't know that this, I think the steel is just like a 5CR or something. Nothing super special or in particular, but just really nice. It does have like full aluminum scales and steel bolsters and stuff, so it's kind of cool little keychain knife. This was a mini taw. You may or may not have seen a video on this knife that I may or may not already have put out. But yeah, this is a really cool, basically a baby karambit. They have both sheep's foot and Wharncliffe blades available and tons of different color options. But yeah, basically you can use the hook on top like an Emerson Wave opener, and it's really, really nice. Kind of a 1.5, 2 finger grip. So you're kind of locked into this kind of position. But yeah, nice little liner locking knife. Made in Italy, so it's got pretty good steel. I've cut some stuff with it. Makes a really nice package opener if you're primarily just need a package opener for Amazon or just general EDC. You don't need that much of a huge knife, then this comes recommended. Also, great gifts or stocking stuffers for people as the holiday season is coming up. So these are really, really nice. I also got this knife right here. This is by far the most expensive knife on the table. This is valued at over $400 normally. This is also a titanium frame lock, but this titanium frame lock karambit is also very, very special because I believe the pocket clip's titanium. It does have a ceramic roller ball, so it doesn't tear up your pockets going in and out as you are drawing and putting the knife back. But very nice hawkbill blade shape. And these come in LMAX blade steel with a full titanium handle, titanium backspacer with finger ring, and also carbon fiber that's been like milled and textured for the handle scales themselves. So this is a really, really fantastic piece of craftsmanship that I was super, super excited to score one of these. it's got an interesting sound. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's really, really cool. It's got kind of a, like a Transformers kind of locking in a weapon sound. It's got, I don't know. It's got a really unique noise to it. I really like it. So that was probably one of the most expensive ones that I acquired from the show. Yeah, so we got a couple more knives left. This one is really, really cool. You may have seen it before. This is the Swift 3 from Cold Steel. So this knife I've wanted for a little while now. I like the streamline. I don't like knives that are like really precise on the end and then really fat or like weird and curvy and don't fit in your pocket or whatever. But this knife is really nice because it does have a nice profile that appeals to me, but it's also an assisted blade launching this huge, super robust flat ground drop point made of M4 steel and running on an Atlas lock, which is really nice. And it is assisted, so the springs deploy the blade, push the Atlas lock down, springs catch the blade, so you can actually close it with one hand, which is really, really cool. That you have that degree of safety when you're closing a blade, especially just a general folder like the ones that Cold Steel makes, that they make really, really well. But when you're closing that much knife, it's nice to have a little bit of safety to know it's not going to shut on your fingers. And then, yeah, you also have a little safety that's accessible from both sides, which is nice. This is a totally ambidextrous knife, by the way, too. Pocket clip's really good. I love this thing. Full G10 grips. So this is a workhorse of a knife. And yeah, I really love this thing, too. So thank you, Luke, for talking to me, hooking me up with this at the show. So these are really, really cool. Check these out. Shameless plug for Cold Steel right here. And then, yeah, this was a really, really fun knife that I got at the show. And I cannot wait to go beat this thing up, carry it, use it. And this is probably the first knife I'm going to try and get a full review after I've like used and tested and done all the cool stuff. I'm probably going to try and get this video out first of all the knives on the table. So we're gonna have some fun with that. I had to go see the Schwarz booth. I had to go see TJ. He and his crew, they're awesome. So I bought a LT5 from them last year at the show. Absolutely loved it. It's gone with me camping and hiking through the summer and everything. It was a fantastic blade to have with you. So this time I picked up a little more EDC focused of their fixed blades, the Overland X. So it's not the Overland Sport, that's their smallest one, and it's not the full-size Overland. This is the Overland X, which is really, really cool. These are running Magna Cut as well. Nice full tang G10 grips. If you like fixed blades and EDC, these are really, really solid knives to get. The Kydex, honestly, is probably one of the things I'm most excited about for this knife, because the way Schwarz knives molds their sheaths, the retention is stupid amazing. Like, no rattle. You hear that? Of course you don't. There's literally no movement. It is locked in there. It's not going to rattle, not going to fly out. You can carry it on a strap, but they do come with ulti clips. So that's nice because I love ulti clips. It's probably one most secure when it comes to actually clamping down and being in a movable mount. For Kydex sheaths, ulti clips are great. Comes with ulti clip. And yeah, so that was really, really cool. And then TJ hooked me up with a couple sets of scales for this as well. So I got some, or actually, did I say G10? I might have called those G10. They're Rich Light. So yeah, so we got burgundy Rich Light scales, and then this kind of blue and black kind of textured weave looking Rich Light material. So these are really, really nice. Similar to micarta. It's like a mix between G10 and micarta, as I understand it. It's kind of like paper micarta, but a little bit different texture-wise, and I think slightly more weather-resistant. But he hooked me up with 2 other sets of scales, so I might have to switch these scales out or mix and match them, or I can kind of do whatever. So I got a bunch of scale options for that knife, which that was super, super cool. So I can't wait to dive into more of this knife, see how that performs as well. So really, really excited. For the last 2 knives I want to talk about in this video, we got something special. So I said I got some special stuff. All of this is really, really cool and special, but these 2 are special because they are show exclusives. So the first one, fixed blade here from Auxiliary Manufacturing. Boom, boom, right there, AUXMFG. So they have some really cool designs I got to see at the show. Captain Ricky had his first kind of design, or his take on one of the original designs. That was a beautiful blade too. So they make some really, really cool stuff. And this blade intrigued me. This is the Pocket Bowie XL show exclusive. So nice Kydex sheath, nice fit and clip and everything. I did switch it around for my personal carry method because I am carrying this one. But so you can see, I don't know if you can see that, get a close-up of that here. So they have the Blade Show West 2025 engraved on the side of the blade. Other side of their blade has their logo, obviously. But yeah, this is very nice. I told you I like clip points. This is a very dramatic clip point. The finish they do on these is very, very nice. The steel they run is AEBL steel, so it's going to be nice and tough. And they have their... This was the show exclusive, so there was only 5 of these ever made. That was really, really, really exciting that I got to score one of these with their exclusive pattern G10 on the front for their bolsters, and their nice shredded carbon fiber with their nice kind of neon pins that kind of has like Dude Perfect coloring almost. Like now that I look at that blue, it's almost like a Dude Perfect blue-green. But yeah, no, this shape was really attractive at first. Well, not really attractive, and that's kind of why it was intriguing more so than attractive. The blade is an attractive blade. The handle is an intriguing handle because it kind of tapers out and has this kind of like dog shank, kind of bone coffin-esque handle. And I was like, that looks really weird. And the handle texturing, there's so much like, it's smooth, but the texturing and is really, really interesting. And I was like, there's no way that's comfortable. Like that looks like a really wonky handle. And then I picked it up and it like melted into my palm. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I turned it around and I was like, oh my goodness. What about like this? Or like this? Or like this? I was like, wow. Not only is it a great handle and it's really comfortable, but it's like comfortable in every conceivable grip. So there's some knives that you can like hold a certain way and they're good. And then there are knives that like you can't hold a certain way, or this digs into your hand, or have a obtrusive bird beak or whatever, all right? But this is like the weirdest handle ever, but it's like the most comfortable handle. This blew me away, and I was like, you know what? Show exclusive version of this model. It was weird, but I fell in love with this thing, and I'm like, give me one. I need one. So I picked one of these up, and that is probably one of my favorite things I got from the show. That was one of the exclusives I got. The other exclusive was a Proteck, which I said I'd show you this later. All Proteck knives, they usually will give you a tote bag, which is really cool. So I now have a tote bag from Proteck. So that's neat. But the knife I got is one that I have wanted for a while. Not this specific one, obviously, but this design is the Proteck Godson Switchblade. So this is the small version. The Godfather's the bigger one. It's like an over 4-inch blade or something huge. But this one's like plenty handle. And I was like, this one is really, really nice. Which Proteck does absolutely amazing work on like all their knives. But the show exclusive was a gray aluminum handle on a 20 CV satin finish blade. So that was really nice. And they have a pearl button and like a marbled carbon fiber purple weaved inlay for the show side. Come on. Black and purple inlays, it doesn't get more EDC conquest than that, right? Those are my favorite colors. If you couldn't tell by like this knife, my logo, I like purple, especially when it's with black. And that was like a show exclusive. And I said, do you have the prototype or number 1? They said, no, those ones are out. But guess what? I got serial number 2, 80 of these made. Sprint run, 80 of these were made. And I got serial number 2 of 80. So that it makes me excited. I really like this thing. So boom, it passes George's arm jiggle test from Blade HQ. He does watch his arm jiggle with they fire with so much authority. It's fantastic. Just how perfect every bit of these tolerances have been tuned. Very, very clean design. Like, other than like the pivot, which is a very nice looking flush screw, no like visible screws from body screws or anything from the face. Just a very attractive, very sleek design that I fell in love with. I've wanted one for a very, very long time, and I finally got one. An incredible knife. So I got one of these. Very, very excited about it. Dave, great. All the people at Proteck, absolutely amazing people. And yeah, so that kind of wraps it up. Those are all the blades and merch and stuff that I got from Blade Show West. I also have an announcement concerning the channel's next giveaway. When we hit 500 subscribers, I'll be doing a EDC giveaway. I'm going to be putting out a video here soon on the best EDC that you can get from Tractor Supply for $200. And I'm going to go in there. I'm going to make sure I pick out some nice stuff. The winner of the 500 subscriber giveaway will get the entire carry that I buy in that video. So it's going to be a sweet giveaway. Make sure you're there when we hit 500, and the next giveaway will be at 1,000 subscribers. So help us get there. Make sure to leave a comment telling which one was your favorite one, which one would be the one you would pick. If you could pick one of these, let me know. And yeah, I will catch you guys on the next video. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you so, so much. I'll catch you out there. Thanks for watching. This is Buggy. Die, Buggy. There's a bug. Where is it? Stab it. Bye. I see you, Bug. All right. That is a wrap, fellas. Woohoo.